Today, let us talk about how to be persuasive in your write-up. Before you start any write-up, it is important to have an outline. An outline in legal writing states the relevant facts, the issues with strong points at the top of the list, the arguments, which states the essential elements such as the law, the conclusion, and the key facts, and last but not the least, the relief sought. Let's assume that you already have an outline. I have 5 tips for you to be persuasive in your write-up. Number 1, have clarity. In order to be clear, follow your outline and use consistent tenses. For instance, in your discussions or arguments portion, use present tense all throughout. Beware of dangling modifiers and making verbs out of nouns, such as you don't say pressurized or pressured, you say pressed. In the same way that you don't use moisturized or moistured, you say moistened. And refrain from using screamers. Screamers such as bold, italics, exclamation points, all in capital letters, and underlines. When you emphasize everything, you emphasize nothing. It loses your clarity. Number 2, have simplicity. In order to achieve this, use concrete, specific, and definite language rather than cheap or abstract words or phrases. Also, don't use legalese or Old English which sounds too formal. But also don't use colloquialism or self-praise words or phrases which tends to divert attention to the ego rather than to the intention or goal of the write-up. And do avoid needless adjectives and adverbs. Practice cutting out excess words, phrases, or sentences to make your write-up compact and strong. This is not to make your write-up short, but rather, this is to make every word tell. Number 3, use active voice rather than passive voice. Here's an example of a sentence in the passive voice. Anna was reprimanded by Elsa. Compare this sentence to its counterpart sentence in the active voice. Elsa reprimanded Anna. From 5 words, the sentence is now reduced to 3 words, and it's more engaging to the readers. There may be times when we have to use passive voice, such as when it is unnecessary to mention the subject or the doer of the action. But still, the rule of thumb is to use active voice rather than passive voice. Number 4, have a unified logical reasoning. In order to achieve this, it is important to use the right connectives. Examples of connectives are but, and, still, however, and therefore. Using the right connectives allows the reader to see the connection between sentences and paragraphs. These are like word bridges. And for lengthy discussions, use headings as signposts in order for your readers to know the grounds which they are about to cover. These word bridges and signposts help in making a unified logical reasoning. Number 5, have rhythm and harmony. In order to achieve rhythm, have the essential elements in every argument. In order to achieve harmony, use a variety of sentence length to add music to your write-up. Also, have a balanced presentation of both sides of the case. True writing is rewriting, so feel free to edit and rewrite your work and end with a good note. In summary, to have a persuasive write-up, have clarity, simplicity, use active voice, have a unified logical reasoning, and rhythm and harmony in your write-up. Remember that each has his or her own style of writing. Do explore your own style and keep an open mind to use whatever is helpful from these tips. Thank you.